Now, other than the nuclear hoax, and to some extent the dinosaur hoax, which sort of hinge on extinction ideas and fearing the public up, there's no other bigger hoax than the meteorite hoax. And haven't we seen a few of these, that Russian one in recent times, and talk about the big blast in Siberia? Because none of us have ever seen it, and no doubt that was a hoax up, all in aid of this idea, because when you're trying to sell greater space, it's quite handy to have objects falling at huge velocity down to Earth and creating craters. Now look at these guys here. Look how they're looking the other way. Because why? There's nothing to see here. This is a load of rubbish. Look at the cut just over there from them. It looks awfully suspicious to me. And they're always straight down, so it comes straight to Earth. Whereas when we see them in the sky, the lights that are moving across our sky, that's all I'd say they are. Some sort of light activity, same as shooting stars, etc. But, you know, they always come straight down, whereas when we see them in the sky, always at an angle. And they even depict them, if there's any photos, at an angle, but then you come up and see the crater and it's straight up and down. So that should tell you straight away it's done with a shovel or something. Look at it. Look at this. This is supposed to be where the meteor fell. This is a debris. So, you know, it really scares people. Gee, one bit of debris caused a hole this big. We've seen that sort of meme with it too, a bit like nuclear. One little bit can do a lot of damage. But there's been a video I did watch on this too, so I'll show you that at the end here. And he highlighted on these sort of things, these craters, which are sort of some steam blowouts that have happened in the crust of the Earth. And they put them down to a meteor. But where is the meteor, as this guy said? Where are the bits? There should be all broken up pieces, shouldn't there? But, of course, the official go is they just were turned into dust. Pulverised. Where's this picture at the top here? It's a classic fake, I tell you. And it's been outed as a fake too. And that's what they do, of course. They have some that they create up like this, which are big fakes and then exposed as fakes. But it gives some credibility to the ones that the officials say is official. So they're up to every trick in the book. There's a bit here and these guys. But this is the Latvia meteor crash. The Latvia meteor crash. I'm getting sound effects on my computer. I better check this out. Now look at this meteor crater here, a very heralded one in Arizona. And really, this to me just looks like this mountain here got eroded underneath and it's just collapsed. More than something has hit here. Because look, what would create such an even, you know, effect like this? Really looks like, look, this is going up and it was up here and it all just gave way because of water underneath. It was limestone or something along those lines. Looks much more like it's sunk in here. There should be bits of the meteor down in here. Again, it got pulverised, you know, and could create such an even crater. Again, looks like if it was something like that, it had to come straight down, no angle whatsoever. So they're all just so perfect. This is a sinkhole type idea, sinking, nothing more, but they put it down to a meteor. And some expert apparently came to, I think it was this one, and said that's what it was as well. And that's in the history of it. So not everybody agrees it's a meteor crater to start with. And I'm finding meteors, because you never see them come in your backyard, a bit like dinosaurs. They're and the new ones are never as big as this, are they? That they try and pass off as real. And half of them are hoaxes anyway. So it's a real hoaxorama thing, just like dinosaurs. And a real good one for extinction events. It was a meteor that killed the dinosaurs, don't forget. I think this angle of it really shows how it isn't perfectly round, but it's just not the shape you'd get from something hitting that could create such a size. This is a collapse for sure. It just looks like a collapse. Well, I'm having trouble finding the video that was clearly meteorites are a hoax, and that's what I've searched in on Google videos, so it just shows you, doesn't it? You can never find anything you want. Anyway, this Indian bus driver, which I covered before, and Latvia one is a scam, so it's well known about them being a scam. I'll tell you they're all a scam, and I'll be doing more work on this. See, look, theories are wrong, and it's just, it reminds me so much of dinosaurs. You never can see them yourself. They're always out in the middle of nowhere. And these new ones are just such a joke. Meteor crash in Iran denied, whatever. A lot of hoo-ha, and when I see all this hoo-ha, I know it's something that, which is linked to the extinction idea. And that's why the nuclear idea is so powerful. And combine that with meteorites and Ebola virus, they've got something for every 6 months and a year to pull out of the hat. And always asteroids are going to hit the Earth, etc., etc., etc. What a load of dribble.